Thank you very much to EA for sponsoring this video. You want to see what 4,000 hours of Apex Legends looks like, do you? Yeah. Today I will showcase top tier aiming, sow the seeds of doubt into my teammates,
How many kills do you have?
and miss the runway completely when it matters most. My name's Rectank, the greatest gutter tier gamer on the face of this earth, and today I browsed through the event store to choose a legend whose skin name best fitted me personally. Acid Wraith? No, well, if it was stomach acid, maybe. Touch of Style? Not in a long while. Hidden Blossoms? More like withering by my lonesome. Runaway Hit? Why, that's just my game. And it was just as well, because I needed to calm down and think about the team more, as 3 strikes really does encourage us all to dive into combat. I mean, you get 3 lives, you can afford to be a maniac. Something that our Octane took literally. Solar Array was supposed to be the landing spot of the careful players, but not today, because clearly Arthurito Loco, or Crazy Arthur, he knew different. I totally meant to one-clip those 2 enemies. Oh yeah! I threw out an IQ-33 grenade. There was still another team here, so it was time for me to enter spectator mode. And, as you can tell, I was totally fine with that. Perhaps I could escape being the casual observer with this next team that also landed right on our heads. Apparently that was too much to ask, but the fates appeared to be howling with laughter as they sent team after team after team to this zone, and I let out a scream of defiance saying, "I'll show you how bad I am." But it would turn out that Octane wanted to challenge me for the title. We inwardly thanked Crazy Arthur for the carry.
That Bangalore's stealing all the kills, man!
And it wouldn't be long before I was running for my life once again. No. "18 squads left. I'd done nothing except remove Peacekeeper shards from my rear end, but unbelievably, this zone still wasn't done with us, and in they came. Solar Array finally released its grip on us, and we headed towards defense perimeter, only to get shot in the back by more people coming from, you guessed it, Solar Array. There's nothing triggering at all about emptying 2 full mags into an enemy and your teammate finishes the kill. There was no choice but to just make a break for it at this point without looking back, and we finally reached a new place. This time, things would be different, mainly because Octane pushed the W key and got beamed, but when he jumped back to heal, Bangalore yelled, "Forwards!" And I had a decision to make, the wrong decision. I'm not really quite sure what happened in the time it took us to respawn, but suddenly we received 2 strikes at once, but Bangalore seemed impressed with us so far with a congratulatory, "Good job, man." You ain't seen nothing yet. Now, I had over 400 ammo in the bank, and with the way my aiming was shaping up, I'd need it. Finally, I won a 1v1. I mean, they did try to headshot me with the Sentinel, but what you choose to bring to a duel is your business, so I'm taking it. Feeling like the king of this squad, I turned this game into chess and let the pawns go first. Unfortunately, the pawns, they were getting shot in the back, and this king could only move one square at a time. The car SMG didn't feel like the right accompaniment to the R99, and yes, it did take me all that time to figure it out, but the motivation to go and see what was in the care package awakened the sheer will to clear out the team from behind. I left my squad mates to deal with whoever was left, because for me, it was time to unleash the Creeper. You need cover, do you, Bangalore? Here's your cover. Then I sent that enemy team a message they'd never forget. And that message was that even my warning shots get sent warning shots of their own. Yeah, think about that multi-layered experience and breathe in that glorious R99 lasering one more time. Round 4 closing now, 8 squads left, and I was about to be put to the test in another 1v1. Which I was about to lose, but then afterwards, we mopped up some scurrying sneaksters at the edge of the ring, and I guessed the correct mirage to shoot every time. The end game was now approaching, and as I prepared to miss my next shot, Octane had a question for me.
How many kills do you have left?
I proudly typed 6, feeling that I was about to get called out for being absolutely useless, but in fact, Octane had a different idea.
Okay, take all the kills you can, so we can have the 10-10-10 back.
What a fantastic plan this was! Farm a new badge, but it wasn't until later that I realised that you actually need a full pre-made squad, and for all 3 members to get 10 eliminations before achieving it, something I'd fail on both counts. But at the time, I wanted to make it happen. I mean, to be honest, I would go along with any plan that didn't involve me getting called trash. When the jump pad went down, the aggression of our team would soar. Don't you worry, Octane, I'll res the Bangalore. Wait, that's not our Octane. For a minute there, it looked like I was about to miss every shot on a stationary target. Here we were at the final ring, and tactics were even more important. Oh boy. As this game drew to a close, all we had to do was walk it in and play it cool. But this is a ragtag video after all, and I could throw this whole game at any moment. Don't you do it, Bangalore, don't you? Okay, do it. Right, so the first time I jumped over the wall, that was absolutely deliberate, but the second time was actually a mistake. It was a misinput. It was a misinput! Second game on the second day with a second run with the Octane from our previous game. Now, he was Horizon. 16 squads left. I'd been useless up to this point. We were in Energy Depot awaiting our first real challenge, and just for a change, I was running an R99. But when we were sandwiched between 2 teams, the fight for our very lives had just begun. Big brain move from Horizon. We were saved! Well, most of us.
Also, we met.
Octane got flushed down the hole, and it was down to us.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
It's just I think I'm Octane.
Wait, are you telling me that awesome gravity lift wasn't intentional? Oh well, whatever poor plays that my teammate thought he'd done when we landed in Solar Array, I would soon unleash the true power of the word useless.
Oh, hello there!
The most sensible thing I'd done all game was get out of a fight I had no chance of winning, crafted a bunch of bats that would probably never get used, and made our way to shifted grounds where my teammate continued to fight his internal demons. That stupid digi-threat, they looked alive to me! Ah yes, another horrific showing that I'm glad you all got to see, so chase your dreams folks, and one day you too can miss your shots for a living. Speaking of missing, we were in round 4 with 12 squads left, and as we flew towards Bonsai Plaza, the landing gear malfunctioned, alright, and I may have overshot the high ground. Come on, Horizon, walk it off, you'll be fine. As we contemplated the meaning of life in the tunnel of reflection, an idea came to me that we could still sneak around and take the high ground back with the help of Horizon's gravity lift. But the gutterteer runs strong in my teammate, which I found very funny until I landed up top all alone. Another team landed on our heads, and if I didn't hit these shots then, well, everything would be the same as normal, to be honest. "11 squads became 10, and 10 became 9, at which point the care package revealed the very thing that could turn this game around, the gold knockdown shield. We had a nice little haven amidst the chaos, and as round 5 closed, Octane pinged a good place for our eyes to keep focus on. Trouble is, Horizon took it literally and pushed the W key. Our chances at victory dwindled as no more strikes were allowed if the ring closed, but before it did, this was it, our last chance. No more messing around. We needed that high ground and a firm entrance. So long as we held this point, we couldn't lose. But then I've said this before, and I think we all know how that turned out. Octane had pushed, our squad was separated, and I was about to panic. Something that ends with bad decisions, missed shots, but most importantly, friendly fire. Right, yeah, I'm afraid I won't be providing any further explanation for what you just witnessed at the end there, but clearly this was the best game of Apex Legends that anyone has ever seen, and shall go down in the ages as more important than any other 3 strikes victory ever known, period! Goodbye.
You piece of noob.